All right. There's some music still going. There we go. We good? We good. Maybe we're good. We're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back. Well, I should say welcome the first time to our first live stream, finally, of Age of the Forsaken. It's been a minute, but we got it going. Welcome, everybody. Some stuff has happened. To introduce myself, for those of you tuning in for the first time, I am Big Chief, your resident dungeon master, or at least that's what they call me. I am here to run the show tonight and let these guys, narrate the show. These guys are here to run it. Why don't we go through? You guys introduce yourselves real quick, and then we'll make some announcements and stuff. So, Ken, start us off, bud.
Am I muted?
You shouldn't be.
Go to somebody else. I have to fix something real quick.
Great start. Patrick, go.
I can't use that defense, can I?
No.
Hi. I am playing Marion, the resident sorceress of the group, and yeah, I don't know what else to say.
That's sufficient.
I can't use the kin defense.
You can't.
Sorry.
Medicus.
I will use the Matt defense. It's like the Ken defense, but it's Matt. You know what else is Matt? Me. I'm Matt, also known as War Knight out there on the interwebs, and I play Chip McKenzie, who is a warlock / ranger dwarf, and yeah, we're having a good time.
Awesome. And KJ?
Hello, everyone. I'm KJ. I'm the resident non-binary gremlin, otherwise titled the Themlin of any D&D group I'm a part of. The Emperor, as I have been affectionately called. And I play the party's changeling monk, Echo.
All right. And for those of you tuning in the first time, we are missing a couple people. Our resident wizard is missing due to life happening. Are you ready, Ken? All right, Ken, take it away.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm the resident has IT issue all the time guy. So and can't seem to get my shit together, but I'm playing, as you can see right here, a rogue, little ratling, and having a lot of fun with this character, actually. I think this character brings out my inner personality, my true inner self. So you all get to know me a little bit better. But I'll leave all the suspense up to our wonderful, masterful storyteller that he is. Probably the best dungeon master that I've ever had the privilege. The privilege in 40 something years of playing D&D to ever play with. And that is our own dungeon daddy. He has earned that title. He has birthed this. So,
Oh, God. Wow. We're not worthy. You guys are all worthy. I'm the one that's not worthy. I am your resident shit DM, otherwise known as Big Chief 1387 on the TikToks. You can find me there. I have put together a little thing called the Clockwork Nexus. That is our channel, and we are running this particular stream in conjunction with To Be Diced, which is, he's over there, Matt and KJ's business over there, business channel, same thing. You guys got any announcements for To Be Diced? Anything going on there?
Yeah, nothing crazy.
When are you guys on?
A lot. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Sundays. We're trying to get Sundays for our big finale, but we're
working on it. It's
my
my fault. It really is.
Your fault. Stop it.
It's all KJ's fault.
It is my fault. We were gonna play this Sunday, but I have work.
So, BS. So, few announcements. Matt and KJ will be joining us. Actually, we run another stream on Friday nights that's taken a little bit of a hiatus because it kind of fell apart a little bit. But Matt is going to be coming in to DM our big final session for that one, actually, where I am going to jump on the other side of the table. Wynn's wonderful one shot. We're bringing back our IT Justin to give him a little one shot and make up for the months he's been gone. But on that site, or that will be on June, what is that, Matt? 7th? June 7th? Yeah, that one. Yes, I know that it's June 7th because the announcement, the big one, I'm very excited about it. Ken will be joining us with the rest of the Clockwork Nexus June 21st at 6 p.m. Central. We will be kicking off our brand new pirate themed campaign entitled Gold and Ghosts. I'm really excited about it. The art is going together. Our characters are together. As Ken was saying before, we have the most beautiful pirate crew I have ever seen. It's crazy. You guys can tune in to see Taylor being the obnoxious bard. I'm scared of that one. But without anything else, I think we're ready to get started. Are we ready to get started? Maybe.
Hey, don't forget to catch us. We'll put links hopefully up not only underneath our names right now, but we're going to put some links probably in this as well. Don't forget to check out all the creativeness that KJ has on her website.
Wonderful,
KJ.
wonderful cosplays.
Cosplay. They are amazing at what they do.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
If you want to check out some of the stuff that I've been doing, of course, it's always going to be over there at the TikTok, over at More Drunken Blade. And we have a great time doing it. But check out all the other. We'll post everything so you guys know where to find us all and follow us on other websites and in the internet universe.
In the interwebs. All right. So then, without further ado, let's get to chucking some dice around. You guys good with that? So to start off, we're actually going to put a whole bunch of pressure on KJ to give us a super recap of what's been going on, because I know that we posted something. But for those of you who are joining us for the first time, KJ, who is our... People are messaging me now. Intro after recap?
That comes later. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
He's asking if you should play the intro after a recap.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, we should do that. Okay, so to get you guys caught up, our self-proclaimed lore whore, I did not title them that.
No,
they did.
That's a me thing.
That's a them thing. And with that, take it away.
All right, so we all started with each of our characters. We actually started with an additional member of the party who was a bugbear fighter known as Calder. So it was 6 of us. I think that's how many names I have. Yeah, 6 of us. We started in basically a giant metal cage with 25 other people, prisoners being taken to a concentration camp, essentially. We were facing certain death if we made it there. I have a note that it was almost spring, but we were cold. We started to have casual conversations. Mistwalkers showed up and took out all the guards that were there and helped us escape. They were sent there to help kind of gauge information on the movements of the Gilded Dominion and see what was going on. I have a name here. Vedar Dravasio is the man who saved us. He's an elven man. We had a conversation with him about what to do, and he wanted us to send a message back to his boss with the Dawnlight Conservatory about what was going on with the Gilded Dominion, because they're opposing forces.
Confederacy.
Yes, that one. Sorry. They needed food and supplies, reinforcements basically, and there were 3 missing men that they had. We tried to go travel with the map that we had. It went so bad. It went so
It went
bad, you guys.
So bad. So bad.
All of that, just session 1.
So many nat ones.
It was not great.
It was great.
Session 2, a couple of us had dreams. Chip had a vision. It was interesting. Lots of things. I don't know what to tell you. It was weird. We stalked and headed out. We had a giant fight with giant spiders. We met some lizard folk. We took the path of justice instead of doing what we were told we were supposed to, because we were supposed to head to a lighthouse that Chip knew of to get passage to get to a place. I don't remember what it was. It's fine. And instead of going straight there, we met with these lizard folk who, it was a son and a dad. The dad didn't speak any common, the son, so he was interpreting. But we basically went to try to rescue, I think it was just daughters? 2 daughters, I believe? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Pretty sure.
Then, from there, my notes get a little iffy for session 3 because I missed the first 2 hours of the game. But it's fine. The next thing I have is details about where the smugglers were. We basically broke in, found a secret room. Echo found a lot of things that they could see, which is weird because Echo is blind and nobody else could see these things. So 6 different prophecies that have yet to be brought up in game because me as a player forgot that I had them.
That's great.
What else we got?
It's going so good.
It'll come up. It'll come up. We rescue people. I'm having to do scrolling. I apologize. We talked about in-game about whether we were going to do party funds or splitting things, which I think we figured out that we were going to split everything. I don't know. It never really got confirmed. That's the problem. At some point, Rizinold got the nickname Rizzy, which has not come up since then. We made our way to a fort, which that went great.
Equally good.
On the way
Everything
there, we
you
got
guys have been doing have
on the
been
way
so great.
fine. It's fine. On the way there, we got attacked by a dragon kind, which is where after that Calder goes missing because he after the dragon because he was upset and we lost track of him, but we had to keep moving on because we were kind of on a time limit. Oh, that night, Echo woke up with Chip just standing over them with a crossbow aimed at their head. That was a fun interaction. We got to the fort. Skip and Chip went around the side of it to get in. Echo, Riz, and Marion were just going to go straight front gates. And that was a terrible plan because we immediately got hit by a seagull in cages. There's a whole fight.
Did KJ freeze up?
Maybe just a little.
Just a little.
Maybe if we all clap our hands like a fae, they will come back to life.
And then they were in cages, and then
Okay,
We see
I'm back. I saw it go out. I caught it.
Sweet.
Echo
Keep
had
rocking.
their hip and shoulder dislocated. We're here. Echo
They
had
did.
their hip and shoulder dislocated, took me out of commission for 3 days. I got put in a little bag that is referred to as the, what did you call it? The slumber sack or something, but it's basically just
The
a sleeping
slumber-
bag.
It's like the slumbering satchel.
Slumber satchel or something. Something like
Yeah.
that. Anyway, it was funny. We had a good laugh over that.
It's great.
Somebody set the place on fire. We met Estrella, who was Taylor, who was our guest for a while. Estrella helped get Echo out, but it was mainly Skip who actually got Echo out, and Echo owes Skip a favor. That hasn't come back up yet, but that's the thing. Echo owes Skip a favor.
Damn
The next session, I think the next session I was here, but I was zoned out because I had next to no partaking in it, so I don't actually have any notes for that. The session after that, I wasn't here for. So I have a gap between...
Some stuff happened.
Yeah, there's a gap between when we got out of that fort and when we got onto the ship.
Is forge anything like fort?
Fort?
Fort. You said forge.
I thought I said
which
fort.
is equally fun.
It's fine.
It's
Listen.
fine. Listen.
But I think it was basically just travel between the fort and when we got on the ship. But the captain, who is a pureblood drow, only talked to us in Thieves' Cant. It's fine. Only talked to us in Thieves' Cant, so it was only direct communication through Skip, because none of us speak Thieves' Cant. It was a whole thing. That's when I started the Smash Counter, which is a whole thing. There was a couple interactions with some automatons. That was a whole thing.
The hammer.
And we're not going to talk
hammer.
about it. I think the captain's name was Shinzara.
Yep.
Am I getting that right? Okay.
You are.
There was a whole bunch of details on places in the world under different organizations, because the Gilded Dominion has a couple of places that they kind of control. The Holmesland, which is where we were. There's the Dawnlight Confederacy, which has a couple of different places. I'm not going to try to pronounce these right now because it's going to be so bad. And then the Free Realm Collective, which has a couple of different places. So there's these 3 different powers, 2 of which are kind of fighting head to head. The third one just is kind of there. I don't really know. We haven't asked a ton of questions about it.
Trying to stay neutral.
Yes. There's a bit of a romance that got sparked between Estrella and Riz, of which Echo gets popped out of the bag in the middle of. It was uncomfortable.
Hashtag dad ass though.
It's fine. In the conversation with the captain, that's when we got approached with a job in exchange for passage, which was prison.
There, you lost part of that. So yes, they were given a job to break into Frost Peak's prison, an impenetrable prison fortress type thing up in the Frost Peak mountain. And I don't know if KJ is going to go into this when they get back, but Estrella got reunited with her family. Her aunt and uncle who lived here on the Isle of Bright Cliffs, but her brother, who they believe to be dead, came back. And what would you say, KJ? Had a little bit of a moment after finding out that mom and dad were dead. That was an interesting moment. But you guys forgot the best part, that the Riz got to be half a man in between there, but we won't go into detail about that.
Listen, it was not pertinent enough for me to write it down in my notes.
I think it should have been, but anywho. But to the actual more pertinent details, you guys ended the session with Skip going to the Glintstone side of town, because this town is split pretty much between the Glintstone Gang and the Jesting Jacks. They have a little bit of a turf war going on, and Skip is doing a little espionage, a little recon. And I believe that where we left off is that you guys were in a bar. Did anybody write down the name of the bar? Because we all know that I definitely know the names of these bars, and I don't come up with them off the top of my head.
We left the Harpy's Whisper.
The Harpy's Whisper? That sounds like some stupid crap I'd make up.
Yeah, we left the Harpy's Whisper. We've been gone.
Yeah.
We ended with them walking out the door and just kind of speed walking down the street.
Run away, run away, run away!
Don't look back.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right, because you guys were discussing the the whizzing noise, like the whirring noise that you heard as somebody was looking at you, but you
Yeah,
guys couldn't figure out what that was.
Yeah, Marion and I had gone in and we'd made kind of a tentative agreement, soft agreement, and hopefully we're going to at some point at nightfall make our way back to the Harpy's Whisper.
Oh, that's right.
In
You
some way,
guys
shape, or form, we're supposed to meet Korda, which we all believe Korda was locked up in this. I don't know if I think it's a loose term to say it's impregnable. I think it's more it's never been escaped from would be better. But neither here nor there. That's kind of where we left off. And Marion and I were definitely headed down. We needed to find out the next ship that was going to come into port as part of our ruse. So
right, and I think we had talked about the fact that Echo was kind of just outside. Is that because
Echo, after the group had split, was going to go back to Dasana to ask some more clarifying questions about the prison. Because we didn't get a ton of information because the correct questions were not asked.
So that is where we will pick off. Where is Chip during all this, by the way?
He's shopping.
Shopping? Oh, and we are explaining the absence of our resident wizard.
Yeah,
Chip, in that he had another appointment with a masseuse that worked wonders on his feet, so get your head out of the gutter. So that's where the wizard is. So with that, you guys tell me who's taking this off first and who I gotta be. Who wants first ups?
I mean, I'll go. Why not?
Take it away.
So Echo, after having gotten the map and handed it to Riz, who is going to go to the archive or something to study it over, even though it's not what he's doing, it's fine. Echo would have waited until everybody had left and would have turned back to their mentor now that there's a little less chaos and fewer people here, giving them more ample opportunity to actually sit and ask some questions. I think basically what we had asked last time is if they had a map and like knew anything that we could give, and there was some very vague answers. I would start with just immediately cover some bases, asking. I know that in order to get certain answers, the right questions have to be asked, and now that it's just you and I, we know a lot of information, a lot of secrets. I'm sure that you know what kind of watch force is up at those prisons and what kind of routine they have, a timetable, if you will. Is that something you would be able to tell me?
Yes, I can tell you this. We have observed that a gondola of guards and cooks and janitors of the sort, it goes up approximately every 12 hours for the shift change. They keep their faces covered as so to keep the prisoners from knowing who they are. This could be good for you to acquire disguises if this is how you choose to go about it. But I'm going to warn you, they are very thorough. They know
I can imagine.
They know every prisoner. They know what they've been in for. They know their habits. And if you just go walking around asking the wrong kind of questions, it will bring you the wrong attention.
It's a good thing I probably won't be asking questions once we're in there. From what we know, and the map that you gave us, are there any exit points getting us out that you might recommend? Something in history that someone might have been close to escaping from, but were caught for some reason.
We have not been able to confirm anything, as we do not make it a habit of breaking into prisons just to confirm possible exit routes. But the rumor is that there is an underkeep under the fortress that was used centuries ago, that there was cave-ins that blocked it off. So I do not know how viable it would be for you, but if you can find them, it is said that there used to be entrances along the south side of the mountain that you could use to get away. We do not know how exposed these routes are, so you might be out in the open. We do not know. Again, this is all rumors.
Hypothetical.
You understand?
I understand.
We do not have the manpower to go off confirming these rumors right now. Not with what you told us is happening in the east.
I know. Well, of course, it's hypotheticals and rumors. Is there any rumors that state outside of just the south side of the prison where these ruins might be?
This is all we have for now. Like I said, we do not have the manpower that we usually would to aid you in this. Most of our agents are behind enemy lines. If I get any information before you move out, I will let you know. But unfortunately, this is truly all I have for you in this regard.
What can I ask to clarify things? We know that Korda is being kept there, but there's some speculation as to whether that's of her own accord or not. Do you happen to know anything about that?
If you ask 20 different people, you will get 20 different answers. I would greatly like to know the answer to this. If you could come up with this. She has been outstandingly successful during her time that she has been supposedly apprehended, but if she has figured out how to operate an entire guild while incarcerated, we have questions. Questions we would want answered.
Understandable. Do you happen to know anyone part of the kitchen staff or janitorial staff that I might have seen before, or I have seen someone relatively similar enough that I could impersonate said individual?
The staff workers seem to have a very high turnover, so this could be good for you, and then you might not need to impersonate it. You might just be able to slip in. The one consistent person that does go there, we have not been able to catch his name, but your little rat companion, he could probably pass for him, as they are ratkin, and not to be like racist or anything, but they kind of all do look very similar.
Still mildly racist.
I am 873 years old. Forgive me.
I understand that. Right now, I can't think of any other questions I might need to ask. If there's anything else I think of, I'll find you before we leave.
Well, we will answer any questions we have. You do only have until noon tomorrow, as we are headed out on the next boat to the mainland. But if we can answer any question before then, you know where we will be.
You wouldn't happen to have an extra sending stone or something that I can keep in communication while we're apart, do you?
Make a deck save real quick.
A deck save? Oh boy. Where are my dice?
At disadvantage because you're kind of blind.
Fair. I'm not even going to argue with you on this one. Deck save. Oh no. Nah, that's an 8.
No? All right. So yeah, you get pegged right in the forehead with a stone, and you hear, "Oh, shit! I am sorry, blind. I forgot. That was an oversight on my part, and I apologize greatly. Don't worry, it doesn't look that bad. Not like you can see anyway. You might
Just
want to put
kind
some
of
ice on that.
touches where the rock hit.
And there's
It's
definitely like a
fine.
little goose egg there. Again, we will be leaving tomorrow on the Benalla, so get us any questions that you have, and we will try to find you to share any news that we have. But Echo, take care with this mission. It is a good mission to get in with the guilds. It would do us some good across the nation, and we need all those kind of inroads, given that war seems all but inevitable. But take care of yourself. I would hate to have to come visit you in this prison for real, yes?
Trust me, with my kind, the last thing they would do is keep me alive.
Remember that this is not a Gilded Dominion prison. They have no problem with the changelings. You would be treated like every
They
other...
say they don't.
There's one more thing, Echo. There is one prisoner there that may pique your interest. You may want to
Fine,
break her
why?
out and take her with you. But again, this is just rumor.
Who is
We have
it?
not been able to confirm. But if
Who is it?
we saw right, 6 is there.
Six.
Yes.
How? Why? She's...
She is less discreet about her shifting abilities, and she may or may not have been caught impersonating somebody.
I thought she was back home.
Echo, you know that 6 never stays home too long. She is too restless. And that girl, she moves faster than what is good for her.
She needs more training. She hasn't been doing any of this for very long.
She does need more training, but unfortunately her master has passed, and just try to get her out, and maybe you can calm her down, yes?
She's in there. I'm not leaving until she is.
That is
She's
what
too
I like to
important.
hear.
My brother would never forgive me.
Well, I
Does he
suggest
know?
you know as well as I do. If he knew, he would be trying to break in there himself. So, and I am sorry, but your brother is many things, but tactful and patient is not two of those things.
I mean,
So,
there's a reason you stick him behind a desk instead of in the field.
yes, he's terrible in the field. You know this. Like, there's bad, and then there's like 20 feet of crap, and then there's your brother when it comes to field work. I am sorry. He is
He's
terrible.
he's not a ground agent. We know this.
But he is a good man, and Six is a good woman.
She's very kind, but
Very kind. A little flaky.
clueless in so many things.
So many
She's
things.
trying. She's trying.
I know. But again, go back to your compatriots with this information, and if there's anything else we can do before tomorrow, let us know.
When is the next shift change? I know it's every 12 hours, but when's the next one?
I believe the gondola would be leaving in approximately 15 minutes.
Okay. I can time that. Okay. Thank you, Dasana.
Take care of yourself, Echo.
I'll try.
And with that, she kind of does a Batman goodbye and just like fades into the crowd and just, yep, pretty much. And you don't even see it because you're blind as shit.
Yep. Echo just listens to her footsteps fading away.
Blind as a bat?
Ayo. I kind of have echolocation.
All right. So with that, we will cut back to Chip McKenzie.
That's me. I'm
That's
Chip
you.
McKenzie. So we were heading right to a store of generals, as it were.
All right. The only general store that you know of is back at Firehearts at the inn. You know that Estrella's aunt and uncle run a shop.
We could start there, just because it's where I know there would be goods that we could possibly need. Things that aren't really conspicuous unless they're all together in the same package when you're caught outside a prison, then they look very conspicuous.
All right. So you walk in and you do see Estrella's uncle that is just bringing in a load of freshly quenched blades that just have had the handles worked on. So, and it's nothing special looking. It's just your basic short swords, long swords, that kind of stuff. Maybe a rapier or two.
Nice, nice.
But
Is
then
this
you
the
do
kind of
see,
shop where you wander the shelves, or you walk up to a counter and you say, I need this, this, and this?
well, you can browse a little bit, but definitely if you're looking for something specific, then just going up to her aunt is kind of the better way to go.
Probably exactly what we'd do then.
Okay.
Just walk up and hello again. Seems that we'll be needing to pick up a few things if you've got a moment.
Yes. What do you need? What you're looking for?
It appears we're going to be going on a wee bit of an excursion. My mates and I will going to be needing 5 sets of climbing gear.
Right.
All right. Probably could do with a couple extra spools of rope. You know, you don't want to be falling about and shite like that.
Okay, and she slams up a couple things of rope, about 100 feet of rope.
It's fair. It's fair. There's also where we're going. It's going to be mighty cold. Do you have just a couple different sizes of like warm cloaks, maybe? Just an extra blanket or two for, we might be camping out, so gotta stay warm, you know.
All right, and she slams up like a full set of fur stuff for each of you. The smallest of which looks like it might be a little big on Skip, but sorry, I don't normally say what?
Child size.
Pretty much, like, sorry about the child size there. We don't usually get folk that small around here.
Right, it's no biggie. I guess it's a little bit of a anyway. Yeah, I'm sure we'll make do. How about trying to literally think his way around this. Not quite sure how above board Auntie and Uncle are. He's just gonna be, one of
I'll
us has
spit
a
it out, boy.
habit of. You have a set of lock picks, maybe. Just something to pass the time.
Right. That's not something that we can provide, but if you get your buddy Skip there to go to the Jesting Jacks, they always have a few extras. But this is not something that we provide. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's no big deal. No worries, no worry. How about some potions of healing? Maybe.
Those we have plenty. We have your regular potions of healing for 50 gold each. And then she slides everything else and everything else besides the potions to you. She slides all of that and says, "That's on the house for you bringing our niece back to us." And for your wizard friend pointing Estrella to the right spot to get Tosh the help that he needs. I know that boy's hurting and that he's got a lot going on. So all of that is on the house, but the potions, those, we got overheads a little bit. I have to charge you for those. But I tell you what, today we'll do them for 40 gold a piece.
Say that total again.
40 gold a piece, and she's got 6 of them.
And that was for the
regular potions of healing.
Okay. Just trying to think of, like, me, Matt, trying to think of if there's anything else that could possibly come in handy. You know what? We're gonna go for. Do you happen to have a few pieces of chalk, maybe?
Aye.
All right.
Chalk again. I'm not going to charge you for that.
Take a few of those. That's fine. Do you have? What was the next thing? Do you have a bag of ball bearings, maybe?
I do just so happen to have a bag of balls. Here you go.
Perfect. Just what I
Don't play with them too much. You'll go blind.
Is that what happened to Echo? Never mind.
Well, it might be. I don't know. They're a strange one, you know.
A bit of a stretch here. How about a bag of caltrops?
Again, you're getting a little outside of our realm of expertise there. I mean, I suppose I could have Da make one out there, but that would take him probably a little while.
Right. No worries there. Perhaps some. I never quite know how to say this because I've heard Python, I've heard Python, depending on how French you are, I guess.
Python. Climbing gear you're looking for? Is that what you're looking? we got
Well, I know that there's the sets with the the harnesses and stuff, and I
Yes.
asked for those, but the pitons, just for the hammerings of the the anchor points. Don't want to
okay.
be falling off of these the hike. We're going on a hike.
All right. Where exactly are you heading to that you're needing this kind of climbing gear?
Oh, just a little spot up the way. It's just up the road.
She kind of gives you like the knowing look. I don't need to know. And she just slides them over.
Gotcha. This is Matt trying to once again think of if there's anything else that might come in handy. I think that'll probably about cover it. Oh, we have a request. About yep, we're still gonna ask. How about a flask of oil or two?
Well, we don't really have oil, but we have some good quality moonshine that could probably start a fire if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I was more so thinking like lamp oil, like something for creating light. I don't know how long we're going to be hiking
Well,
for. It could
we
get
don't
dark.
have that up here, but you can probably find that down closer to the docks. You got some of the whalers out there that sell they
Right.
sell the oil for that. We kind of stay away from that business. They get a little touchy about it.
Right. I gotcha. That makes sense. We'll take a wee bit of a stop over there. All right. I think that about covers it, unless the private chat blows up again while we're finishing our deal.
I thought this was a private chat.
Well, it's just private between you and me.
All right. So are you taking all 6 of the potions of healing then?
Okay. Not me pulling out a calculator. So
Calculator, I can tell you roughly how much we have. Is okay from the amount that I gave last time. Was there more gold that we were given, or more money we were given at some point?
No, because it's all wrapped up in the gold bars.
yeah.
You guys are having the most of your wealth wrapped up in money laundering at the moment.
Money laundering.
Okay. So I don't have to worry
For
about
lack of a
anything but what
better
I
term.
already currently have. Give me a number, Matt. I'll tell you if we got
So-
enough.
It was 6 of them, and I believe at a rate of 40 a piece, that would be 240 gold. And I know that some things we're getting comped for. What else are we being charged for out of the things
That's
that I asked
it.
for? Oh, just that.
Yep.
240 gold? How are we looking?
She is very appreciative over the fact that you brought Estrella back. So they are giving you pretty much everything you asked for on the house, but the potions of healing, she's got some overheads with that one, so she's gonna make some kind of a profit.
Chip being appreciative.
We got-
Echo, can we do 275? Because you got to treat well the people who treat you well.
Yes.
275 it is. Mark it off.
Equals we have 575 gold left.
So we're still getting a discount. We have a lot of potions feeling. I suspect we're going to be getting fucked up, and we don't really have a healer. So this is, you know what? Yeah, I could do that. Just in case with these, what if we don't, fall down the mountain and end up breaking a limb or two? You have a return policy on these. Will you take them back if they're expired?
If you're asking if we'll take the potions back if they're expired.
Right. I mean, the expiration dates and all that. It doesn't mean that they're bad per se. It doesn't mean that they're going to kill you if you take it. They're just not as effective, right?
You do know that they don't go bad. Like they're good.
So, to my original question, what's the return policy in general? Like, if we don't use all of these, can we bring them back to you?
I mean, sure.
Right. Gotcha. All righty.
You're a strange dwarf, a little bit.
It's,
Why is that rat cuddling under your beard? Is that like normal for you?
275 gold, and we forget about the rat, which is something I'd love to do sometimes.
Okay. Well, thank you guys again. You guys always have a place to lay your heads here.
So Chip will gather up the things, and I guess he's going to make his way to the docks to try to pick up a flask of oil or 7.
Or 7. All right. So, back towards the docks, I believe you guys will meet up then. So unless Marion and Skip have anything that they would like to talk about individually before a reunion of sorts.
I don't think that meeting went rather well, Skip.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared. But it's all part of the deal, right? I mean, we gotta try something out and probably get like, I don't know, what's the worst can happen? Death. I mean, if we look at it from that point of view, then everything is going to be okay. We get beaten up and our stuff get taken. But we'll see what happens. I mean, but I was pondering on the way down here a couple of things that may have been left out. Oh, I don't know. 47 minutes ago when we were talking earlier. Remember that poor bugbear and that cuddle puddle that we had? That was really fun. I love the cuddle puddle. We can never ever forget the cuddle puddle. In fact, I think I'm gonna start like scribing it on the walls and stuff. Like, I don't know, like I could make like a symbol, like a little symbol like that next to it, and then and then I don't know what we'll call it, but then like cuddle puddle. And then I know like the people that are also like we were when we were in the ocean. Wasn't it funny when Riz got his penis cut off? I just want
I tried to forget that because our compadre Chip was in the process of drowning me at the time.
Oh no, I thought that was funny because he was trying to get with the flying girl, but he only got a little part of pee-pee, so it wouldn't have worked out very well. But anyway, we got to figure out the name of a ship that's coming in real quick, or we could just pick one. It doesn't really make any difference to me. But I know that once we get down there, if you and I are going to stick together, then maybe I'll give my sending stone to Echo, so they could keep an eye on us. That was a joke.
Yes, because they can't see. They're blinder than a bat.
Oh, that was the joke. I mean, okay, it wasn't a very good joke, but
I laughed on the inside.
Okay, you can stop holding my hand now, Marion. It's getting a little weird.
You grabbed my hand.
Well, I was scared.
But so was I. That was a very wonderful establishment you took me to, Skip.
Love is in the air.
No, it is what it is. That was the diviest dive bar that I've been to in a really long time. And I've been to some pretty seedy places. Not like the really seedy places that Riz hangs out at. Riz really hangs out at some pretty, they're deep water, fucking shitholes. But it's okay. You might get a disease, but I I think one of the new people we may be able to meet, they'll be able to cure disease. That would be really cool.
Well, going back on what you mentioned earlier, he's not really hanging out much anywhere.
I got
I
that
can
joke.
make those jokes too.
I got that joke.
Oh, interesting. You brought up the sending stones. You're willing to give it to Echo?
Well, I'll be really honest with you. Over the past day or so, I mean, the information that they were able to gather, and they do kind of have a contact here. I mean, I think it went from like 100%. I really want to throw them in a deep well to maybe now I just kind of want to nudge them towards the deep well. So there's a little trust in there.
Well, seeing how me and you have a understanding on things, I think I can probably vouch for Echo. So, just in a brief conversation I had with them, they have my support and trust. So, if something goes awry, you can take it out on me.
Well, I don't think there's anything to be taken out on. I mean, I think, we've kind of discussed that once before, but I know we wanted to get everybody up to speed, especially the people that are lurking in my brain right now, seeing what I'm seeing. So they may have not all heard. Some of them heard once or twice. They're like, two of them get stuck in there and they start this really long conversation amongst themselves, and it's just odd. But no, it's cool. I mean, we'll see what Echo brings us and the information, and it's just really hard to get anything out of this effed up little village, town, backwater island, whatever the hell we're on, and an island with the freaking mountain with snow on it. I mean, come on, this is a little far-fetched, even in the fantasy times in which we live.
You do live in a fantasy world, Skip.
Well, I mean, the
All day.
storyline's great. Storyline is great and everything. I love it. I love every time all the plays we've been seeing and all the different kinds of acts that have been going on. And then the flying girl came along, and then I go off on like tangents for like 45 minutes talking about stuff that doesn't really matter. So, oh, look at that. We're at the port.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Like with a passion. Damn it! Fuck you, KJ. All right. So, you guys are at the port. Really? That? I don't know how to take that. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. Okay, listen. So what had happened was that KJ was throwing me off. Okay. There. That's what I'm putting on there. Fuck you, KJ. Okay. Port, in the port. You guys came to the port for a very important reason. Okay. So, as you guys are sitting here talking, no, you don't. You lose. You lose in every conceivable way. See, it's not fair because I can't drop something like that on you because I'll have a Matt and a Taylor beating the crap out of me. It's not a fucking fair fight. Anyway.
Brought to you by the private chat that's going on right over.
Yeah, you guys
there.
don't get to know that. That's private.
There.
That's for us. Shh. Anyway. Okay, so you guys are at the port. You see Echo tapping her staff, making her way You see Chip coming with a handful of shit, or no, I suppose you would have shoved that in your satchel. I forget what I called it. The something cash. Your shared bags of holding. KJ really got me thrown for a loop on that one. Yeah. Okay, so you guys all meet up. Take it from there so that I can collect my thoughts. All day. All right, yeah, go. Do your thing. What's happening? What's the conversation?
Really quick, Marion, there's Echo over there. She doesn't, or they don't look like they're doing very well.
It does look like there's an abnormally large bump on the head.
Can
I hear Skip?
Hey, Echo!
Yeah, Echo would just kind of.
I guess that didn't make any sense. I'm over here waving at them, and they're like trying to make all kinds. I'm like jumping.
I didn't have the heart to tell you to see that.
When you yelled, Echo's head just kind of turned in your direction, and they turned to start walking towards you guys.
Echo, you're 24 feet from us. Echo, you're 20. Echo, you're 23. Echo, you're 21. Echo, you're 22 feet
Skip,
from us.
Skip, I got it. I got it.
He's being extra today.
I'm just echoing what they're saying.
Was that a joke?
No, it was poor. But
don't ever change, Skip. Don't ever change.
I'm hoping never to have to change too much, but sometimes I have to like get into that little inner part in here, and then I can really hyper focus on what's going on. But for the most part, it's very, very, very taxing on the 17 and a half brain cells that I currently have working at this particular time.
Anyway.
Clearly something happened. I'm not going to ask, but I will tell you what I learned. The shift of guards, kitchen staff.
I know that they are blind, but are they mute too?
I'm gonna murder my internet. I legitimately am.
I guess they drew a blank.
Not even
from
a
the
good
information that I was able to gather, the shift changes every 12 hours. Guards, janitorial staff, kitchen staff, they always wear face coverings of some kind to keep their identities hidden from the prisoners, so that could work in our favor. They also have a high turnaround rate, so I don't even know if we'd have to disguise ourselves as so that's a potential in. There's one gondola. The next rotation is in 15 minutes, but if we're probably going to need more time to figure out what we're doing than that. So after that 15 minutes, we'll have 12 hours.
Well, we have apparently arranged a meeting with Korda somehow.
Korda.
But
how did you manage that?
Skip did some talking, but we have concerns that it's probably not going to end well.
Because everything we do ever ends well.
It's a common theme with us. Skip is looking for the name of a ship to lie to these very untrustworthy individuals.
What lie in particular was told?
I don't know. He didn't really explain because he started doing his hand motions and jibber jabbering that to me is just a bunch of hogwash.
Skip, what fib did you fabricate?
Well, in all technical terms, I didn't tell any lies.
Sure, that's how the best cover-up stories begin. But what did you say?
I'm 100% being 100% serious. I didn't tell any lies. What I told them was that, I had some information that I wanted to be able to relay to somebody in charge. I wanted to be able to talk to Korda face to face because I believe that information merited maybe I could get a little gold for that information. Maybe something in exchange monetarily, but basically I told them one part of this was that there was some individuals that maybe already here or they're getting here on a ship that were there to assassinate them, and I know that person when I see them, and I could describe that person. And then in the back of my head, I was thinking that maybe you could impersonate somebody and come up, sneak onto the ship, and then come back off the ship, and I could say, "That's them right there, get them." And that would kind of like, it wasn't a lie; it was just kind of a thing. And then the other part was also to kind of sweeten the deal. I told them that also coming aboard the ship either today or tomorrow, that we were going to have a bunch of gold that needed to be laundered, and they offered us 15% to launder it. And then I said, well, you know what, because I trust you guys so well, and you are so well endowed, big giant green guy with the big ball sack hanging down. I said, we'll give you 20%. And it wasn't a lie. I would give him 20% if he was going to do it. But so still not really lying too much. Maybe I did a little bit, but he didn't seem to have any like insight against me. So I think it went well.
All right, so let's build more hypotheticals off of this scenario that we've created. If I were to say impersonate an individual and somehow get onto the ship before it docks, what happens once I'm caught?
No, that's the best part. You're not going to get caught. Because like, and here I start to whisper because I don't want anybody to overhear us talking out in the middle of the port. But no, I was thinking like, you could be like one person and then do your thing into the another person, and we'll surround you a little bit, and you're like whoosh, you'll kind of like Batman into the crowd. That sounds good. I saw that play once.
Okay, so working off of this, it is possible. I would have to have 6 seconds of break between their eye line to be able to pull it off, but it is possible.
Oh, that would be, we could 6 seconds, definitely. I usually last about 5 seconds, but 6 seconds, I think we could do that for you. It's easy. We got this. That's the easy part. The hard part is we got to convince Chip to get into the sleeping bag of death.
It's not of death. I was in there for 3. Why?
Well, because you were dying, and I just since the people in my brain don't remember exactly what the name of that thing was, I just named it sleeping bag of death. Because you were almost dead, and then we put you in there, and then you were alive again.
It has so healing properties.
A sleeping bag of the undead. That sounds ominous.
Sure.
It's better than
we'll go with that. So this meeting happens. You give them information about whatever ship is next to dock in port, from what I'm assuming. But the only way the next part of me impersonating would happen is if this initial meeting goes well.
Oh, it won't.
Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, we may not even have to use plan L44. We might not have to use that one, or L47. To be really honest with you, we could just move ahead with, hey, you know what? You don't even need to be on the ship, because if shit goes south, then I'm sure that Mary and I can get the hell out of there, and then you won't even be in like the equation. Oh, and hey, by the way, here's my sending stone, so you have it.
Oh, that's actually was going to be part of my next point. Was if you two are the only ones who are expected at this meeting, what do Chip and I do? And Riz?
I was psychic. Urgh! See, I knew it.
Well, we could potentially smuggle Chip inside the sleeping bag of undeath.
And you can hear conversation from
is
inside there, so
officially
he'd be
called-
privy to.
It is officially called a slumbering satchel. I have looked it up. It is not the bag o' death. It is the slumbering satchel, aka
The bag o' death
sleeping
now.
bag. It is the bag o' death.
Bag o' death.
It's a bag of death, bag of undead deathers.
So you hypothetically get Skip in there. Not Skip, Chip. The other one. Jesus Christ. You smuggle Chip in via the bag. You two go in for this meeting. I wait with Riznald somewhere.
Well, I got this really
And
I got this really
Hope?
fancy. I got a fancy coin that you might be able to use so that they don't harass you if you're just like, because at nighttime, because we gotta meet tonight, and we're supposed to meet at dark, so it'll be like, I know you can't see, but you won't be able to feel the sun on your face, and when that happens, you don't want to be over there without some kind of safety net. So I do have a coin that kind of lets us get a little bit of free movement, a little bit. We won't be asked maybe too many questions.
I think
but that's up
it's
to you.
safer if you two keep that coin. It'll allow you to travel without suspicion since it was given to you. I'll wait
I could do
Hey,
at
Echo.
the tavern.
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is a 13.
13. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I have the lowest passive perception. I'm aware of this.
Yep, you're welcome.
Skip, Echo did bring up a very interesting point. If they're supposed to be on the ship and get off, how do they get on the ship before it docks?
Well, I mean, I
That's
can't.
only if that is something that we have to worry about.
I can't come up with the whole plan, but you could like blend in. You don't even have to be on the ship. I mean, honestly, you could like the people are coming off, and then you like kind of like stumble into the crowd with your little stick. Ah, look, I'm in the crowd, and I could just like, oh, there's the person right there. That's the person. I think.
I mean, I guess.
But
I
don't you think
could
they'd be watching the people
hypothetically?
disembarking the ship and this
hypothetically-
person is?
Hypothetically, what I could do is pretend to be one of the portmen who unload ships, and then once I'm on the ship, turn into whatever individual that we agree upon. And then when I exit the ship, it looks like I was on the ship to begin with.
That sounds like a great plan. I think you should roll with that plan. Sounds
Yes.
quite roll with that plan worthy.
We'll just
make
have to
that
cross
plan-
our fingers and hope it works.
We'll make that plan R4. No, R7. Sorry, 7.
I want to confuse those two.
No, R4 was I'm sorry. R4 was a plan that I was going to do. It came after plan R2, and then it evolved into plan R3,
P2?
and then plan R4. But plan R2 originally was I was gonna sneak inside of one of the trash receptacles and kind of walk around and trying to be sneaky in a trash receptacle. But that's plan R2, but it evolved.
Hey, Echo. Can you reload your character sheet for me?
Hey, yo. What has happened? I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Oh! Okay.
You lost intelligence listening to mine and Skip's plan.
Oh,
Your intelligence drops.
For the next 6 hours, your intelligence score is reduced to 3.
see, you freaked them out, and now they froze.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Just
You
saying,
get my
don't
message?
joke around with the intelligence of 3 thing. That happened to me with another character. It's not fun.
Tell
We actually
me
have
what
items
is.
similar to this
Tell me your
in Dimensional
secrets.
Realm. You'll find out in game.
We are in game.
Exactly. So
I mean,
10
like in
So-
character.
So,
I have a terrible
as you
passive
guys are
perception.
talking, you notice that most people are generally keeping their distance. A kind of crowd of people, as you guys are talking, kind of like comes walking by you, and you see like Echo moving just slightly as somebody seems to inadvertently bump into her. And then life just keeps going. Don't all you guys
I
talk at once
understand.
now?
What time of day is
I
this currently?
understand.
It's currently later in the afternoon at this point.
Do we notice these people bumping into her? I have a passive perception of 13 as well, so.
With a passive perception of 13, you would have noticed this crowd of people, but you know, it's not the first one that's walked by. It's just this is the first time somebody bumped into her, but it didn't look like it was like out of the realm of normal. Like just looked like
when you say a crowd of people is that 4, 5, 10, 90?
probably 4 or 5, and they looked mostly like dock workers. With a passive perception of 13.
That's fair.
You know, if you want, if you want to make a perception roll, having noticed that person bump into her, that's up to you. If you want to look closer.
Nope, that's none of Skip's business.
Cool.
But if you want to throw down Echo, we can have a ye old port battle.
All right. Does anybody have a passive perception of over 15? Or
No.
15 or over?
No.
Nope. I think this is a 14.
Chip? Nope. All right. In that case, it takes you guys a minute. But you do eventually see a pair of men walking around. One of them has a very large ledger and is writing names down at each. You know, they kind of seem to be stopping at each dock.
Skip, I think that might be a portmaster, and that ledger may have some ship names.
Excuse me.
To be really, really honest with you, Marion, unlike Echo, I can read. So I'm just gonna like, what's that ship's name right there that just came in? Can I?
Well, none of the ships have came in recently. Like they have been here. You see that some of them are getting ready to leave. So if you're looking for the name of one that is about to come in, that you might have to try to do some trickery with the port master for. But the name of the ship at the dock that he is currently looking at, according to my notes, is the Impolite Richard.
Well, then I'll play along. I'm gonna walk over to him while he's jotting stuff down.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Dockmaster.
Yes.
That was
Can
kind
I
of a
do
frightful.
something for you?
Well, that's kind of a frightful response, but yeah, this ship right here, the Richard something ship.
The Impolite Richard. Dreadful name, if I do say so myself. What about it?
Yeah, it's kind of revolting. It sounds like somebody made it up on the spur of the moment and just didn't. They're like putting a bunch of ships out real quick and said, "I need a name for a ship," and then it's like it could have been the Floppy Wiener.
Sounds like you can sit and spin, bitch. Anyway.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Gonna be? Jesus Christ.
I've been literally hip deep in watching Pirates of the Caribbean and getting things ready for next
I can
Friday.
blame this entire night on KJ because they messed me up with one comment.
So no. To be honest with you, I thought there was another ship that was supposed to come in, and I totally mistook this ship here for that ship. You could see how I could mix up names. I mean, with that in any way. But do we have a list of ships that are due in? I was looking for a friend.
So you're looking for a passenger ship, or are you looking for a cargo ship, sir?
It doesn't. I don't know how. Or when they're supposed to arrive either later tonight or tomorrow morning, and I wasn't made pervy of whether or not they were taking the high class ship, or maybe they were just trying to I only had 4 copper and I have to sleep on top of a cargo vessel. I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Okay, well, I can tell you that there's only 2 ships that are due in this evening, and that is the Provo and the Benalla are coming in tonight. The Benalla is the passenger ship that's making for the mainland tomorrow, around noon. The Benalla is Benalla, sir. It's one of the largest passenger ships around. I'm surprised you didn't know it, but okay.
Why would you be surprised? Maybe that's some information I should know.
The amount of information that you should know, but you claim not to, seems rather high, if in my estimation. Anyway.
Well, I would honestly, sir, I would stand here and engage in a battle of wits with you, but I could see that you're unarmed, and I've got some friends I'm going to go drink with. I shall catch you later, kind sir.
Right. So
okay, I got the name of the ship.
Everybody's passive perception is under 15, right? Okay. Good to know. It's fine. It's totally fine. But I will say, as you come back with the name of the ship, let's take this opportunity to take a quick break. So, General Medicus, if you wouldn't mind throwing up our lovely intermission screen. You guys know who made this for me. Can you give him a shout out? Because I can't find his details in my notes at this moment.
Michael St. Gregory, everybody. He made the lovely layout for all of the videos that we have, both intros, intermissions, countdowns, all of it. He also is the producer for To Be Diced. Throw a little shout out for that. So all of our shows that Matt and I are a part of, he produces and helps with all of those. He's amazing. Go check him out. He's always open for commissions.
He is also going to be doing the work for Golden Ghosts when that comes out. We're going to be getting him our information on Friday. So June 21st, be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited to see what he can do. But for now, let's take 5 minutes for a little bio break for everybody. And we will get to it. And maybe, just maybe, you guys might actually fight something today. I don't know. Maybe. You guys are on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appear to be back for the most part. Mostly. Echo.
For the viewing audience out there, just a little bit of backstory, really quick. I'm not going to say animosity, but the nature of Skip and Echo, they have kind of a longer history of just mistrust in general. But as you saw earlier, Marion has done a pretty good job of kind of quelling that. But there's no hate here. It's all fun until somebody gets to talk.
So, waiting, giving them time because they having a hard time with 5 minutes.
Well,
That's okay. And also, for the viewing audience, while we wait for our resident Demlin, the animosity between me and Ken in particular is a complete joke. I don't actually hate him. I think he's a wonderful person.
No, I'm just having fun. We're all having fun here. I mean, that's part of the thing. I hope that comes across at some point is that Brian, our DM, and I have developed a pretty damn good relationship. And we joke around, we bust each other's balls, and it's just who we are. And I love him for it. And we're both pretty straightforward, and we know at the end of the day, it's just us talking shit to each other, and we're just having fun being friends.
Indeed. We try to keep a vibe at our table as if we were sitting down at a table in real life, which I think we accomplished that pretty well. Hashtag bromance. Smash. In the immortal words of Taylor, smash. If I just yell really loud, will Echo hear us? Are there headphones ones that go with them or no? Lame.
As they're cooking, you just scream in their ear and they drop.
There is a couple things. While Echo is a little indisposed, Mary and I kind of were talking a little bit on the way down here, Chip. And we thought that we could get the sleeping bag of death, and you could go inside of it, and then we could hide that on us. That way there's 3 of us in there in case some shit goes down. But both Marion and I have the ability to at least kind of poof out if we need to. I don't know if you have that ability or not, but we can kind of poof away. And if you're in the sleeping bag of death, then you'll poof with us. And that comes with exciting graphics and design brought to you by. That's my abilities. I got it. I put that on the wall.
As Skip is elaborating this plan, Chip's just going to be listening along like, okay, that makes sense. And then he's going to think back for a moment. And after Skip finishes, Chip's going to go, Skip, is this just a ploy for you to get me in the bag so you can jump on it and see if I die?
Well, I did think about that a little bit because that was kind of funny. But since we've learned that you can come out of there on your own, you don't need us to assist you to get out. We feel that it's a little bit safer because if you were in there and we couldn't get you out for some strange reason, you'd just be in there for like eternity, taking like a nap for like a really long time. But since you can kind of get out by yourself, then it might make sense. You can't use a message or the the stones of hearing each other out that we carry around. You can't use
Well, I
the
don't
note
have
there
any of
because
those
it's in a
anyway.
different plane or on a different continent, or it could be under the ocean.
Oh, it's just outside of range of. It doesn't have any roaming charges.
No, I didn't get the upcharge fee because I planned on hanging out in the same town for a long time. But
Right. I got you. That makes sense. Yes, when I had one previously, I had to give it up. Couldn't keep up with the monthly fees. But living near a border area, I had to get those because sometimes you would just think that you're in the other continent, but it was just so crazy. It
yeah,
sucks actually.
it happens. I mean, I totally get it. But maybe we could upgrade it at some point in time when we get rich and famous, and be able to communicate via every spectrum of the rainbow and the world and all the different planets. And
Yeah.
one of the
the
voices is telling me to
spectrums of
shut
the
the hell
rainbow.
up and so we can get playing. Okay, gotcha.
You're right. The different spectrums of the rainbow, because obviously we need to make a rainbow connection.
Well, yeah, of course. Why? I mean, I mean, you have to look at the world sometimes, Chip. Look at the world and its beautiful colors. I mean, you have red dragons and green dragons, and you have the ever most popular chromatic dragon that's like every color of the rainbow.
Sometimes the rainbow tastes you.
Yeah, and then there's just I saw it in a play one time. There was this one dragon that had 5 different colors and 5 different heads, and it was like it would eat people. And I think his name was Tiny Mott or something like that, like small. I don't remember.
I saw one that was similar than that, except it was just some weird summoning game they played with cards.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
They
Nope,
have the most
you're not
beautiful
touching
blue
that one
eyes,
because
don't
I know
they?
the name that I want to say, and I'm not going to because I'm going to get in trouble. So I'm going to just move on past this. All right. So now the resident Demlin is back. The conversation, does it turn to something more serious than talking about weird ass, stupid ass card games?
That's kind of offensive because
I don't care about your thought about the game, the card game that saves people lives that's played by a boy child man.
But the fact of the matter is that the evil sorcerer Hasbro will come and get you and find you.
Probably.
The one that I'm talking about is a Bandai product.
That's also true.
I was thinking MTG,
and they're too broke to sue anybody, so let's be real. Anyway, disclaimer, I know nothing about their financial standing at any point, so please don't sue us because I don't have anything to give you. I'm more broke than you are, Bandai. That says something.
No, hey, Bandai. Seriously, Bandai, if you want to sue me for anything I've slandered or said against you, please do that, because even bad press is good press. And I would love to go from a measly 1,400 followers to 14 million because you decided you wanted to sue me. Go ahead. I got nothing.
I still don't advocate getting sued, but you know.
Get back. It's not Bandai. It's Konami. I just looked it up.
Konami.
That being said, Konami, if you do have something to say about it, I have nothing to say, but it's time to duel.
Well, I was gonna catch them all, but never mind.
You will get sued by them.
Yeah, they will have us
They will sue
working
you.
for them.
I'm afraid somebody's gonna come knocking on my door if I say anything about MTG, though.
Yeah, don't do that.
Anyway,
We're on a dock.
Anywho,
If the Pinkertons are really out there and they want to come and knock on my door, not a problem. Just make sure that you videotape it and put it on
okay.
your channel for me.
On a quick break before getting back into the RP for real. Did you know Red Dead Redemption 2 was legitimately sued by the Pinkerton Detective Agency, which is a real thing, because they didn't like how they were portrayed, despite how accurate it was. They didn't like how they were portrayed in the game. Who knew? Anyway, I was about to say back to reality, but that's not where we're going. Back to Dungeoning and Dragoning.
so we probably have a few hours before our meeting, so we should probably get all our ducks in a row.
Well, I mean, instead of like hanging out on the dock all day, I'm getting well, I don't get sunburns, but the paler folk among us might get some sunburn. Maybe we could just go back and chill at the bar and wait for Riz to appear if he's going to appear. I mean, he may be having a great time getting that foot massage or the toe nail cleaning or his back.
Well, he
pimples
has a
popped.
map, so
Well, we really don't need a map right now. The mountain's right there.
10 minutes and counting. I win. Anyway, low blow, my dude. Anyway, all right. So, sorry, reading that aka the rude dick. Glad you caught on to it. Anyway, so are you guys? I mean, we can wait for the Riz and call it here if we want to, or we can move on to our meeting. It's completely up to you guys. You guys tell me what's going on.
Well, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know if we had much of. We didn't want to really bring Echo with us into this place. We wanted some at least.
Echo and Riz
reassurance.
were gonna
They're gonna
be
outside.
sidelined for this.
Just in case if something did happen, I would at least want
In
somebody
that
on the
case,
outside.
I'm gonna switch it up on you guys.
Oh, dice are being rolled.
That's stupid. Okay. Cool. Okay. ACs. Chip to hit you. How does a 21 do?
Yeah, that hits. Barely.
Okay. Skip. A 20. A dirty 20 to hit you. How does that do you? That does you just fine? All right. Marion. 18.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right. And KJ, you got crit on. So as you guys are sitting here
All right.
talking about what to do,
Wait. Time out.
Talking
Would
about-
I have seen this crit or whatever hit KJ?
with it. So I will say that if it went in
Not-
that order,
An Echo, it's Kate.
so what you guys are what is happening is, as you guys mentioned, going back to the bar and just hanging out before this meeting. Suddenly, Skip, it starts with you, then Chip, and then Marion, and then KJ. You guys feel this sudden sharp prick right in your neck. And all of a sudden, you guys start to, for lack of a better term, feel high as a kite. Where all of a sudden, everybody starts talking real slow. Colors become a whole lot more vibrant. Everything starts to just kind of ebb and flow. And, Just yep, it is straight up. Like, and Chip, you're sitting there like Hemi's talking. You're like, "What's wrong with you?" Like,
Well, I actually have two questions. Number one,
Yeah.
did this sharp pinprick like pain inflict damage?
you will each take 1 piercing damage.
Perfect. That's enough. Can I see my attacker?
You cannot.
Bitch. All right. Number two,
Is it?
is this a
is it-
poison?
Yeah.
It is not as much of a poison as much as it is an effect from. Well, I mean, I guess you would kind of getting called being doped, poisoned, I guess, but
Because as a dwarf,
would you
I
consider
believe that
getting hit with an acid dart poison? And
acid?
I mean
was-
acid by like the
The
fun
psychedelic.
acid, not the not the Bernie acid, the fun acid.
Not battery acid.
I mean, through the mechanics of the game, alcohol is treated as poison.
And I think that that's dumb. But you know what? If you want a chance to save from it, I will give you a chance to save from it.
Good, because I have advantage on saves against poison.
I'm going to tell you, though, this DC is pretty obnoxiously high. But you do have a shot.
How obnoxiously high are we talking?
That's for me to know. And you
Right,
to find out if you hit it.
Fine. Be that way. $77.
17? Yeah. You are definitely feeling high.
Okay,
Am I
guys.
echoing all of a sudden? Is that me? No. We're good. All right. So you guys are all feeling really, really high. You guys are going on your trip, which some of you guys will know what that actually feels like. Other people like KJ, who is just a child incarnate, has no idea. I shouldn't say child incarnate. They are just barely over a child anyway. Making me feel old as crap. Making me feel like Ken. Anyway.
Damn.
In 5 days, you are still not really. Not really. Okay. So, well, how are you guys reacting to these sensations? Are you guys doing anything, or are you guys just kind of sitting there and taking it?
I'm looking for who shot me.
I mean, Echo's sense of direction and orientation would be completely messed up.
Vibe check.
You're running a vibe check?
Yeah.
Go for it. Ow.
19.
19? You get the vibe that you are high as a kite and that somebody did it to you on purpose.
How strong is this, or is it like?
Oh, dude, you took the brown acid.
Oh shit!
I like how that was the perfect response. Like, oh shit.
I'd probably just collapse.
Skip.
I'm just heading back to the tavern.
So you're just trying to make your way?
Doesn't feel any
And-
different to me than every other day, so I'm just gonna keep walking.
Really?
Skip's normal now.
Skip starts talking completely normal and is just like,
Hey guys, I was just wondering if you'd like to keep going on over to the tavern. Maybe
but
we could get a drink or something.
eventually even Skip does succumb to this thing though, and we are actually gonna for Medicus, we are actually gonna move over to a map. Let's do it this way. There. You guys should be seeing
I see 3 doors. That's
something.
it.
I see 4 doors.
Ah,
I see
We're
more
gone.
doors.
Oh, I see me.
Okay. You guys see. So, 2 of you come to, and you are
okay.
alone in these cells. The cells are very well kept for what they are. They are very neat. They are not just kind of crummy, rundown jail cells. And then Skip and Echo, you guys are actually in a cell together.
Aww.
Do I have my equipment on me?
You do not.
Okay. I'm good then.
You're good then?
Yeah, I mean,
Do I have any of my stuff?
You do not. To be fair, it's not a cage, it's a cell. It's different.
Is the door locked?
You can find out. You're on the map.
Oh, there's a lock on it.
So how do you test to see if it's locked? Do you are you going up and just rattling the door?
I kind of like kick it with my foot. Or kind of like push with my foot.
Okay.
Not touching. Oh, wait, hold on. Time out.
Time out.
Time out.
Time out.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Mage hand to shake it.
Mage hand?
Mage hand.
Okay.
Does it open?
So you notice when you go to cast Mage Hand, it still appears, but it is for lack of a better term, it's almost like flickering in and out.
The hand itself.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. I got nothing then.
Okay. I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just saying that
it's ineffective.
It's not doing what it normally does.
Hello? Is anyone there?
And at that moment, the rest of you do hear Marion calling out.
Chip's just gonna call back. I hear ya.
Where do I hear said voice from? Since
that would be coming from your left.
okay, since I can't see outside. Interesting predicament we're in.
Again for some.
Yeah. Well, there's one of you where Skip, Echo.
Echo.
Skip. Anything?
Where am I? You said I was in a cell with Skip?
Yeah.
But
Can you
can't-
not see yourself on the map? Is your internet shit? And you can't
I
see it?
can't load the map. I told you that in the
Oh,
side
you
chat.
did. You did.
That's on you.
Well, I mean,
It's on my internet, really, is what it is.
I was gonna say. So
So
really,
effective-
it's on you.
So effectively, they're
Nope,
blinded.
that's my dad. So
That's
nothing
my
has
dad.
changed.
By the way, who finally changed it and when? Because I won for a while.
Oh, is that what? Listen,
I win. You got nothing, KJ. Nothing.
No, I win because now you're
I
done.
got internet issues, is what I've got.
Hey, Marion, can you hear me, Marion?
I don't know. Can I? Dungeon Master, can I hear?
Yeah.
Can I hear Skip?
Yep.
Assume it probably coming from the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Marion, can look out your little. Can you look out your door and tell me what you see? I think I see somebody standing over there.
I cannot. I can see a door. And
No,
that's
go
about
up to the door and look out.
Well, I'm as far. The doors. There's a caged door. I can't phase through it.
No, because if I look out mine, I can see a stairs. And
Oh,
then,
I see this. I see stairs in front of me.
Okay, if you see stairs in front of you, can you put yourself a little farther to the right in your room and look more to the left? There's something on top of the stairwell.
I can't. Unless like I'm missing something. I think. Wait, can I do that? The door's open now, and I think I see somebody. Can you see out that door?
I don't see any people, but there's a really ominous looking table with Oh wait, I can see something. There's a guy. He just walked in. Hey, guy. Can you let us out now?
He kind of just comes up. He has a little bit of a smile on his face, and
Why am I in the sewers? It smells like poo-poo in here.
it shouldn't. These sewers have not been used for ages.
Oh,
But he is handing you.
Residual poo.
He is handing you each a
it's probably
glass.
correct.
A glass that is filled with basically it's orange juice. You guys might need this to make your heads feel better. It's probably gonna be leaving you with a little bit of a headache.
In Thieves' Cant, I'll ask him, "Who are you?"
And in Thieves' Cant, he will reply, "I am one of the Glintstones. You have requested a meeting, and a meeting is what you will have, sir. Do forgive us. This is just the way that we go about the business. Mistress Korda does require the utmost discretion." Did we lose KJ for real? Because now they are the loading screen they are the little loading wheel thing.
It's just the wheel of death.
Do they have the internet cutoff time?
It's midnight.
The internet closes in Boise.
That's because Boise doesn't exist. Boise
They should still
doesn't
have an hour and
exist.
a half before that happens. There they are.
So
Bam.
if I'm understanding you correctly, kind sir, there must be some kind of mistake because I wasn't supposed to see her until nightfall and it wasn't nightfall. So can you just let me out real quick and give me my shit back, and then I'll be right back at nightfall.
No
Persuasion.
persuasion. Go for it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. 11.
So with an 11, the guy just kind of looks at you and, no, I don't believe Mistress Korda is ready just yet, but she did have to move up the time of your meeting, so please do just drink up. Trust me, it is safe.
Well,
Just
that's kind of unfortunate because I had plans. At 3:45, I was going to get my hair cut, and I needed to
we
take
have
a
a barber
bath.
down here, actually. If this is something that you require, I can
Well, I've been trying to
call
buy.
over Ox. He's very good at cutting hair. He takes care of mine. You know, it's wonderful.
Well, I've been trying to buy scissors for
Look,
like a
not
really
to-
long
the-
time, and I can never. And nobody ever seems to have scissors. But I was trying to buy some scissors the other day at ye old Walmart, and they didn't have any.
I have the
Excuse me,
hardest
sir.
time finding left-handed scissors. It's quite a problem.
Look, sir.
Yes.
You have to understand where we're coming
Did you
from.
just assume my gender? I'm just saying. Rude.
Hey, you.
That's better.
You have to understand the predicament when somebody just drugs us. Now they want us to drink a strange liquid. How about, to show a bit of trust, you drink some, then I'll drink some. Persuasion.
You don't have to. The second you say that, he picks it up and he takes one sip out of each of your glasses.
That's because he drank the antidote before. I know this trick. I saw it in a play.
I think I triggered KJ a little bit. It's odd.
Is Chip the first, second, or third glass that this guy tries to drink out of?
I would say the first.
Damn. All right, fine. Yeah, Chip will just be my guest and wait for him to take a sip.
So yeah, he takes it and puts it down in front of you, like with reach of the door.
He kind of just gives him a glare as he walks away, and then Chip, like unbreaking that glare, just picks it up and drinks it. Like, all right, fine.
What's
And
the
then-
worst that could happen? And then I drink mine.
What are Chip and Echo doing?
Skip and Echo.
Skip, sorry.
Echo is sitting at the back, unsure about what is happening
I can't see shit.
because I didn't get anything. I mean, I can't see anything on the map. I literally see my little icon, and everything else is a field of black. And my internet kept disconnecting, so I don't even know what just happened.
You guys woke up in the cells. You guys got told that your meeting got moved up. And because you guys got drugged, he's giving you orange juice to make you feel better.
Do I have my staff?
You do not.
Echo's gonna keep sat where they are because unless I want to go tapping around with my
Okay.
hands.
Echo, you're going to disappear for a second. Can you see anything now? KJ,
Yes.
can you see something now?
Yes.
Yay. There you go. That should give you at least something for your blind sight from your monk stuff. So that is what Echo can see.
Echo's just still sitting there trying to gather in their surroundings because I don't have my staff. So moving about without something to constantly have a tick about what's going on around me, they're going to just sit there.
So as the guy is just sitting there, because he kind of wanders over here and is just, he is basically sharpening tools. And up top, you guys do hear the loud footsteps echoing through this cavernous hall. As a tiefling male, heavily tattooed, dressed rather ostentatiously, but in such a fashion that you do believe that he is in charge. And he just kind of steps up and... All right, my darlings, one of you is supposed to have some information for Mistress Korda. I'm told it's the rat. Do you have some
he's in the next.
information for us?
Yeah, he's in the next cell. On that guy's shoulder.
Is Hammy with me?
Yeah.
Hearing all of that, he's just going to look and just be like, what kind of fucking information do you have for these pricks?
I don't have shite.
Well, Skip says you have info.
I have nothing for them, which is something that your mum never said to any man.
We're going to grab Hammy and hold him outside of the cell and just be like, yep, right here. This is the man you're looking for.
So this is a actual rat. I was talking more about the ratkin who we were told had some information.
I'm going to pull him back and like put him back on my
Yeah,
shoulder
well-
and whisper in. Just like, I thought you said he was talking about you.
I didn't say that. I said I had nothing for them. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, why would he think that you had something for him? You're just a fucking rat as far as he's concerned.
Squeak. And shite. I don't know. What are you looking for? And he like crawls up your shoulder and like under your beard now that it's growing back again and just kind of there we go. Wake me up when it's done.
This back and forth continues until Skip is done.
Oh no, we lost Marion. They took Marion.
They took Marion. Oh no.
Bring Marion back. We can't leave them behind this time. While she's coming back, Skip, do you have info for them? Or any that you're willing to give up?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro.
Must we play coy? We know that you made an appointment to come back and speak with some of our associates. I am simply asking you to speak with me and let me know what you have to tell Mistress Korda, because she is ready to speak to you now. Now, if you would like to take her up on that offer.
Interrupting him in Thieves' Cant. Are we all on the up and up here or what?
And in Thieves' Cant, yes, we are on the up and up. We take certain steps to keep this location in particular secure. Your meeting is ready.
Well, I would expect it to be secure. I'm not a dumbass, but I would like to know why all of my things were taken. We had reached an accord earlier through a conversation, and now all of my things are gone. I don't bring any harm to Korda. I never have. And I've never mentioned that I did. I was trying to bring something to her to the plate, but I'm being treated like this. I mean, seriously, like a common fucking thief. Believe me, there's nothing common about me.
Once trust is earned, you will not be treated in this fashion.
What the fuck do I got to do to earn? What the fuck do I got to do to earn trust? I already said I had information. That was good enough for the dude that said he was in charge.
He might be in charge of the bar, but that is about as far as his arm reaches.
Well, then maybe you should get somebody to reprimand him because he portrayed himself to be quite the connected individual and authority over you all. That was my interpretation of the conversation that we had. So maybe you should really go and have a speak with him.
Really? This is the image that he portrayed, was that he had any kind of a say. That is interesting. And you see him kind of like wave his hand, and you see a couple obvious peons just kind of show up. And
I mean, if this is how Korda does business, that's fine. I understand who she is. I completely understand her ranking and that she needs to keep herself out of harm's way. I totally agree with that because of who she is. I totally agree with everything that you're saying. But honestly, I mean, drugging people. I mean, I don't know about these other people, but again, the fact still remains. If that's how you all do business, I mean, come on. If I'm supposed to talk to her, let's go talk to her. But I'm not really happy about the situation.
oh, I understand. There are seldom that sit where you do that are happy about it, but
well, I mean, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. I mean, we had an accord. Again, a person who represented your side of the Thieves Guild or your gang had made an accord with me, and now it's been broken. So you're saying we've got to build trust? I mean, you could have easily come to me and said, look, we've got to, Korda is going to require XYZ. We're going to blindfold you. We're going to take all your shit. We're going to take you to some obscure location, da, 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 da. And we wouldn't have to involve all these other people that are in here. Because to be honest with you, I don't really give a shit about all these fucking people in here. So let's make it really, really easy. Do what you fucking want to do with them. Just let them the fuck go. Because it's not making any sense to me. I wanted to talk to her. I said that. Your gang is not to be trusted in my mind right now. So if that waives your decision on me being able to see Korda or not, that's perfectly fine. I get it. But to be really honest with you, these fucking people don't mean shit to me. Get them the fuck out of here. They have nothing to do with this.
well, I wish I could just let them go, but unfortunately, orders are orders after all.
Sure. Well,
But-
let's go. If she's got to, I personally don't want to keep her waiting. So,
And he kind of just waves his hand, and you guys, all of you guys have a passive perception over 11. So we are going to say that you see a faint rune glowing like right on the palm of his hand as he waves it, and the doors seem to just you all hear the satisfying click of the locks being unlocked.
hey, Echo, the doors are being unlocked right now. You're in a 10-foot by 10-foot room. Do you need to hold my hand?
I'll manage.
You could put your hand on my shoulder if you want. Don't mind the grease.
That's if we're going where you're going, which I'm assuming we're not.
Oh, you are, my darling. You are going to stay right close to your friend.
I don't know if I'd call him a friend, but sure.
Hey, Echo, you should really take. I wish that you could really take a really good look at this guy and study him a little bit and make sure you understand his height is approximately how tall is he?
He is about 6 foot.
Oh, he's approximately 6 foot and he's wearing XYZ clothing. He is a tiefling. He is the color of apples, red apples. I don't know.
Green apples.
Green apples.
He is actually His skin tone is pretty similar to human, maybe a little yellowish in nature, but that would catch your eye that he is that particular shade of
Granny
Not-
Smith apples.
not quite Granny Smith, but like a rotten Granny Smith. There we go.
He
That's
looks like
actually
a
what they
rotten
call
Granny
him.
Smith.
That's actually what they call him. His nickname in the Thieves Guild is Granny Smith.
Oh, God, I'm gonna kill you.
Apple splatter.
All right.
That
We
one
made
over
KJ
there, they call him Fuji. That one over there is Golden Delicious.
Dude, okay.
Riz
Because
is
we were waiting
golden
for KJ
delicious.
anyway, I tried something called a grapple the other day, and I'm not joking when I say this.
They're amazing.
Oh my God. It was the greatest thing ever. Granted, it was far from the cheapest. Say
Unless
what?
you're talking about locking up with somebody.
No, a grapple is like it is a
Hybrid.
yeah, it's a apple that is flavored like a grape. It's like it's insane.
I don't know how I feel.
Dude, if you can go to the store and get some, I strongly suggest buying grapples. They are wonderful. Anyway,
I don't know how I feel.
all right, so the doors are open.
Exit. Echo, there's a little threshold. So when you take 2 more steps, you're gonna want to like lift 1 foot higher and then lift another foot. It's a little threshold right here. I don't want you tripping. I mean, we
Thank
already
you,
tripped
Sid.
earlier, so I'm trying to be nice.
They said thank you.
Well, this is like friendship level 5. I mean, I'm gonna go for it. Why not? Marion said you're like all on the uppity up. So hey, I'm just trying to be a good friend. And when I find a stick, I will give it to you because you could use a stick. But again, you could put your hand on my shoulder if you need to, or I could make like a clicking noise and you could follow it. Or you could just listen to my little tiny feet impacting the floor.
Walk with a limp so it drags.
In
Like that.
in Thieves Can't, in
What's
Thieves
the
Can't,
hammer?
to the tiefling dude.
Yeah.
So what's your position here? So I don't get this mixed up next time and come to the wrong person and get the wrong information.
Unlike our associate, who, as I said, will be dealt with. I am one of Korda's captains. A capo, you might say.
And your name?
Fuck you.
What an odd name.
Fuck you. That is that
Sir!
Sir, fuck you.
so that's Captain Fuck You.
Captain! Fuck you!
Capo, fuck you.
Oh, I was not ready for that. Sorry, I'm just opening my notes. Okay. They call me Keros.
Really, it's some kind of a sweetener. Keros, isn't that a sweetener?
I don't think so.
That's a really cute name. But
Thank
mine's
you.
even cuter. So they call me Squeak.
Squeak. Lovely. If you please venture up the stairs.
Not a
and down
problem.
the hall.
I'll dash up the stairs with exuberance, sir.
Go for it.
Make a dex save.
Say what?
Make a dex save.
Who?
Skip, since he's dashing up steps.
No, he's got it.
Well, he's got it, but does Echo have it as he's leading them?
Hey, in Thieves Camp. Hey, Keros. Who's this funny looking dude in front of me?
You are cruising for a beating.
Is that a woman?
So you're asking about who? About this? Oh, damn.
No, not Korda. This one.
This one over there.
No, this one right here, buddy. Pink
Which
blips.
one?
Pink
Way
blips.
over. Wait, who are you talking about? That one?
Pink blip.
I hate you. I hate you so bad. I hate you so much.
Well, I
You're
don't know who
making
that
me
is.
come up with actual names. I'm
No,
not
I
a
don't want
good DM.
No. I don't need his name. Seriously, I don't need his name. I'm just like, is he just like another guard?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Hey,
His
Korda.
name is Dargan. Yep,
Stargan?
that's what it is. Dargan.
Targan.
Dargon. Dargan. Dargan half braid. If you want to keep your notes.
Nah.
With somebody better, because I'm gonna forget that shit.
Something tells me that guy's not going to be living much longer anyway.
Oh, you think so? But this is going to be the NPC we take with us.
This is the one.
You've been marked.
This is our Boblin the Goblin.
Boblin the Goblin. Dargan. Oh, hey there. Hey there, guys.
Hey guys, you
As
wanna
you're
come
walking
here?
up to him, hey, buddies.
Hey guys, come.
Well, now
hey,
we have to.
Echo, come on up here. There's a nice fire.
I will take Echo's arm and lead them up the steps since Skip left them.
Well, I said just follow my footstep, my little pitter patter.
Okay. To get Echo.
Echo's gonna go where Echo gets led.
Whoa, that guy moves fast. He's already over there. Karos, you're like really fast.
Magic, darling. It does wonders. And then
I'm
he
surprised
kind of
that the
walks.
magic works here since you have a dampening field that's spread about, or at least you should. I mean, if we're really gonna protect Korda, I mean, you should have some kind of magic dampening field or like an anti-magic, like orb or some kind of thing like that.
We will take it under advisement. Lady Korda, Squeak, and his compatriots, as requested. And you look down and you see a face that you haven't seen in quite a while. And as she looks at you, you see her eyebrow raise up. If it isn't Skip Tracer, you're supposed to be dead.
In Thieves' Camp. Yeah. I don't know what wrong. I don't know. I don't know why I was double crossed. But the fact still remains that I was. It's just it's one of those things that happens probably in life. But I understand that the animosity that you may have or is had towards you. But it doesn't live here.
So you seek out my men, you seek an audience with me. Is the illustrious Skip Tracer looking to leave the Jesting Jacks for a more profitable trade?
Well, no, I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to expand. Look, I'm going to sit on the fence for this for a minute. I mean, really. I came here for one specific reason. Well, maybe 7 specific reasons, but maybe 2 specific reasons and 4 non-specific reasons.
That seems like you're getting hung up on the wrong detail, but I'm here for it.
Well, so first and foremost, why would you move your gang here, of all places?
Recognition. If we can get our foothold here, the syndicate will have to take us seriously. And then I'll have what I'm looking for.
And I mean, if we're being honest, and I mean, look, Korda, let's cut the bullshit altogether. I haven't seen you in years. I really barely talked to you, but I did admire some of what you stood for and what you still may stand for. Look, I went as far as started getting tattoos, although I was covering them up because I was officially in the Jesting Jacks. I mean, I was trying to prove myself, but I mean, it seemed a little untrustworthy. I tried to have a real conversation with an individual above ground. I believe we're underground somewhere. So above ground at a tavern, the Harpies whisper. And I was kind of led to believe that, you know, it would be kind of more of, even if it was just you and I mean, let's get it straight. It's the same thing I told him. Look, you know, you could whip my ass any time of the day or night. It doesn't matter what I bring in here. If I had every sword at my disposal, you still whip my ass, right? So, I mean, I'm the one, honestly, right now at a severe disadvantage. So you can do one of two things. You can either kill me or listen to me and take what I have to say at heart. But I mean, it just still doesn't make any sense to me why you would just completely abandon Riverland at all. So if you have some people still at Riverglen, please, if you're going to let me go or be on my way at some point in time, and there are people at Riverglen that support your cause and issue, I would love to know who they are. I just want to make sure that my family is always kept safe. That's always been my goal, 100%. And you know that. You know where I came from. And you know.
Well, the thing about your family is that the Jesting Jacks seem to be under the impression that you're still with them because your family is being watched by one of them almost around the clock. It's almost like they think I was the one that made it, that had a go at you, so to speak. But
well, I don't know why the Jesting Jacks would think that. I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that you would even give a shit about what I did as a petty thief. I took it that one of your gang members, maybe he lost at cards, maybe he didn't like the way I farted, I don't know, and he just double crossed me. It just felt really suspicious. But nevertheless, I'm out now. Again, you can whip my ass and kill me, but I'd be really, really honest with you, Korda. The other thing is that these people have nothing to do with it, and I don't give a fucking shit about them. So just like I told Karos, these people don't mean shit to me. You know, yeah, the side of me that airs on, you know, I don't want to be killing people just to kill people for fucking killing's sake. You know, I don't want to kill them, but just get rid of them, let them go, because they have nothing to do with our conversation. I mean, please. I know I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to persuade you. I get it, but you know, if you could possibly just get them out of here, they don't need to be involved with this.
albeit then. And she snaps her fingers. How closely are you paying attention to her?
Skip?
Yeah.
I'm studying every fucking mannerism she has right now because
All right. Give me
I'm really
perception
scared.
check.
I'm kind of scared, to be really honest with you, because I know she can just fucking blink and I'm dead. So why wouldn't I be scared? But I'm watching every move she's making.
Okay, so give me a perception check real quick.
Another amazing roll brought to you by the Dice Gods. A
Is
number
anybody helping him?
Yes.
9.
I will help him
Go
because
ahead.
my eyes are like
Give me that
scanning.
advantage roll with the help action because I said.
Okay. So that's +4. Jesus Christ. Bro, don't even worry about it.
We all
Okay.
do shit.
No, that's fine. With
I'm
12.
too scared to perceive anything except for my own fart bubbles fucking.
No, I saw
percolate.
it was a 12. A 12 is enough. That you notice that when she snaps her fingers, it makes no noise whatsoever. And also with the 12, you notice that that part of a video when you see like all of a sudden somebody like speeds up kind of quick, like the video is lagging and all of a sudden they were catching behind. It almost seems like that type of thing happens real quick. And then she just looks at you and if your compatriots wish to go, they can be on their way. If that is what you wish.
I'm gonna turn to Chip, Marion, and Echo. Hey, guys, you guys can leave now. Chip, if you can help escort Echo out. I'll see you when I fucking see you guys.
Are you sure?
I'm as sure as I am bald.
I'm gonna ask this out in the open because this is something Echo would immediately be paying attention to. Does everybody in this room have a heartbeat?
Give me a perception check.
I will guide myself because I keep forgetting that's a thing I can do.
I will guide myself. That sounds vaguely dirty.
$21.
All right.
We turn around to address the other three. You just see Echo looking very confused. Have I been hearing people talk?
Have you been what?
Hearing people.
You've been hearing the two of them make noise. It sounds like just gibberish.
The only direction that you see Echo being able to give any attention towards is the sound of Korda speaking in Thieves' Cant. But Echo just looks very, very confused.
So when she snapped, there's no sound, right?
Nope.
Hey guys, I got this. Come on, seriously, get out. You don't need to be here.
Do we have the things that you gave me, or did that not come up?
Well, as he's saying that, this guy does kind of come over and, oh, hey there, buddies. Before you get going there, I got your stuff. Boss said you guys are leaving, so you guys can get it back there, eh? Here you go, buddy. There you go.
He is coming with us. But forever.
I'm referring to
Also,
specifically the
Forever.
earrings.
Well, he gives you guys your stuff back, so
Okay, so
There
that
you
did
go.
come up.
I
Great.
don't
so
know
like
how
as you get your so he gives you your staff, he gives you your bag, and oh, there you go, buddy. You kind of dropped this out of your pocket when they kind of drug you in there. You know, a little pouch full of little gold hoop earrings there. You know, look very good on you there, buddy. There you go. And he just like puts them in your hand. Can see
when
that you can't really
I-
see there, so you know anything I can do to help.
when I get my stuff
Okay.
back, I don't know how this will technically work. I want to send a message telepathically to Korda.
Okay,
What
so
happens?
do you have the telepathic feet?
Well, I'm sending message.
Oh, so you're sending message. Can you read that for me?
What how it is? You point your finger
How
towards
it
a
is.
It's a certain range.
Yeah.
120 feet.
Okay. So you try to send a message and nothing seems to happen. It keeps ringing. It comes back. Contact not found.
Echo will kneel down. Echo will kneel down to Skip and just kind of urge him to get closer, and will just whisper down to him, "There's no heartbeat." And we'll stand back up and turn
Okay.
around to walk out.
only because Chip was asked, he would take Echo's hand and put it on his shoulder and start walking out.
All right.
I have my staff now,
You guys be safe
but
there,
Echo won't
buddies.
resist.
Take care of yourself. Be careful out there. You know, this was an old sewer back in the day. Not anymore though, but it, you know, still kind of slick in some places.
Can we
all
keep
right,
him?
buddy?
Come on, Mom. Can
Can
we
we
keep
keep
him?
him?
I would like to make an attack roll against this individual with the slumbering satchel to just kidnap him.
They have to be
Just
willing.
Lincoln style.
They have to be willing.
Does it say that they have to be willing? Did I update that? Because I don't think I said that they have to be willing.
Well, if they're unconscious,
I think that was a thing because when
I
Echo
mean,
was real
it was
hurt
100%
and
a thing
Riz
that I said,
offered,
because I said that if it wasn't a willing creature, this thing would 100% be a kidnap egg.
That's what I'm looking for. Can this bag be treated like a Pokeball that after you catch something in it and they shake around a little bit, they come out and they're your friends, so provided that you have enough badges?
No, but I will allow you to try to convince him to get in the bag.
Well, if I'm going to convince him to anything, he's just going to walk out of here. But regardless, I've derailed us enough. I know that you have your stick, but I was told to lead you out of here.
If you
So-
if you don't try to convince
Echo
him to come with
Echo
you, I'm gonna-
wouldn't argue.
Because I 100% base this guy off of old time hockey because he's awesome.
Oh, he'll come along. We'll save him from the wreckage.
As we're walking out and they're trying to kidnap this guy, they're trying to somehow convince him into a bag.
I'm sorry, just the visual of
Nah.
Chip and Echo trying to force this guy into the bag.
Come on, man. Get in
Go
the bag.
into the comforting
All I'm saying-
space.
Okay. Let's get this so straight and clarified. The players, Chip, Echo, do not want this guy to join the party. It's the players, Matt and KJ, who want him to join the party.
You said players twice, but I know what you mean. Yes, you're
It's fine.
absolutely correct.
Listen, shush.
Listen, shush. All
Listen,
right,
buddy, change
buddies,
your plans.
I
be
send a
careful out there,
message.
you know.
I want to send a message to Skip telepathically as they're trying to convince this guy to get in the bag. She's not there.
I'm not going
What
to
do you
convince him
wanna
to get
do?
in the bag.
It's a farce.
What's the message?
It's a farce. She's not there. What are you doing? Your call.
This is the message spell.
Yes.
It's
It's a farce. She's not there. Your call.
Hey, just can you guys look? She's allowed you all to leave. So I would just, can you please just for your own safety, I would probably just leave and be careful in the sewers. There might be some like roots down there that might come alive and attack you or throw rocks at you.
You know what? That's a good idea. And I'm going to turn to this individual that we're totally not kidnapping. And just be, could you lead us out to a nice, safe way? You know, I have a person here who's blind. They can't exactly see that well. We just don't want to be tripping
Oh,
over.
yeah, I suppose
anything.
if they're blind, they couldn't see very well, eh?
Exactly.
And they'll go, hey, Korda, buddy, do you mind if I lead these guys out there? You got a blind one with them, you know? And Korda just kind of like raises her eyebrow. Yes. Dorgan. What did I name him? No, was it Dorgan? Huh?
Dargan half.
Dargan
Dargan
half-breed. Yes,
Dargan
Dargan.
half-breed.
You know what? Yes. You know, take them all the way up to the tavern. Go for that. Just go anywhere that isn't here. For the love of God. And like as he leaves, and it's like fucking cousins, you know, the fucking half-wit, you know, he's too stupid for his own good.
I am going to kill Korda for being rude to the sweet NPC.
I cast kill.
Power word kill.
Power
All
word
right.
protect the bean.
All right, so he leads you out then. So you guys go out here.
Not Skip.
Nope,
Skip stayed
not
behind.
Skip. Echo. There we go. And the door's shut. And like as you hear the door shut, you hear Dagger. You know, yeah, these sewers, you know, they were built way back in in 1192, and you know, they were built by the great pirate king. And this it just trails off as he is giving him a full history report of the sewers under Bright Cliffs.
Can you send
Beautiful.
that? Can you send that to the Discord right now? Thank you.
Fuck you.
I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better.
Do it, coward.
Can you make
I
a
will.
TikTok of this whole tour in character, please?
Yes. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do
And
it.
this is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Dargan
No,
just
on a
had a
very
heart
serious
attack and he
note.
died.
On a very serious note, I do think I want to end here, though, because it is a good spot to stop. And I'll be honest, I took allergy pills today, and I am going to be fading fast.
Because he's allergic to our bullshit. That's why.
No, it is because here where I live, the nice weather is finally starting to show up. And that means everybody is now mowing their lawns and sending all of that delicious pollen and everything like that up into the air, which is oh so lovely. Spring is here. Yay! Along with allergies and sinuses and
It's
Oh,
the
so many great
circle of seasonal allergies.
yes, out of the many, many things that my mother has left me. Seasonal allergies is the one that I really wish she would have kept to herself. But
Same.
you guys got your meeting with Korda. Ken, keep in mind everything you want to talk about. We will absolutely be starting off next session with you. Apparently, I have to account for you guys having Dagrin Halfbraid as a continued NPC. I look forward
That
to
was
that.
Dargon.
We're keeping
Dargon?
I thought it was
Dagron?
Targon. I thought it was Targon with a T.
Dragon.
Dargon.
Dragon, but you just switch the R and the A. Dargon.
Dargon. It's a Dargon. You know what? I'm gonna have to give you guys a house now so that you can have him be like the guy that takes care of your house, so that every time you guys come
Yes.
home, it's like, hey, buddies.
Wait.
No,
I have
we just
one.
stuff him in
I
the
have
sleeping
one.
bag, and he's always in the sleeping bag
Just
until one of us
always
leaves.
in there. So then whenever anybody else gets put in there, it's hey, buddy.
No,
Welcome-
listen.
welcome to
I'll
the
just
sleeping
go
session.
send him. I'll just go send him to live with my brother for a little bit. Problem solved.
I am definitely going to work this out. But anyway, this is a good spot to end for the night. So as far as the stream goes, we are going to be done. Thank you guys for turning into our first stream. Generally, we do go a little bit later than this, but like I said, blame me. I'm a shit DM. Just kidding. I just have allergies. That was aggressive. Thank you guys all for watching our first live stream game. We actually did almost hit that 3 hours that we shoot for. That's kind of cool. Next time we will be on a little bit closer to the 9 o'clock mark. Today we were giving ourselves a little extra time waiting for our resident wizard before we found out that he wasn't coming. Yes, join us next Monday night. For those of you who are following us on the Clockwork Nexus, I can tell you June 7th is going to be Wynn's Wonderful One Shot. And after that, it will be every other Friday at 6 p.m., every Monday at 9 p.m. And then you can catch KJ and Medicus over on To Be Diced on
You'll catch
like
me
every day
Wednesday.
of the week. Say what?
I only play on Wednesdays.
They only
I
play on
play
Wednesdays because they
too
suck.
much.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
That was aggressive.
Wow, that was aggressive.
I didn't hear what you said, so unaffected.
Fair enough. All right. Good night, everybody. We love you all. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you next Monday. Thank you for watching. All right.
Oh, but Mario.